Every driver has a story to tell. Of their first race car. Drivers will talk about their victories, their losses, and their journey. Here is the starting point for racing dreams, where aspiring drivers begin forging their own legacy. For a select, devoted few awaits not just the finish line, but the chance to become a racing legend.
Welcome to Forza Motorsport. I'm here to help you achieve racing glory. Now, this is where your journey starts. And trust me when I say it's going to be a hard-fought, hard-driving road to win the Cup. It'll be a road full of choices you'll have to make. And here's the first one. Who are you?
Hello everyone, welcome to Forza Motorsport 7. The game has been out for a couple of days for Ultimate Edition owners, but only today I had the chance to play it because of work and stuff. Just one thing that I like to mention before we get started. I'm using the first generation of an Elgato Game Capture HD, so I'm capped at 30 frames per second. The game does run at 60 frames per second, but the video you're watching now is running at 30 frames. Just so you know. We're gonna get started on the career mode. I think it's called Forza Cup. I don't remember exactly, but my intention with this series is try and do 100%. That's a long-term goal, so that's not something I'm gonna commit to doing every day, not even every week, but I'm going to be posting regularly and progressing slowly through the career mode. So right now we need to choose our drivatar. I think for the first time in this series we have the option to choose between a man and a woman, which is nice. I personally don't care about the stuff. I'm more interested in the driving itself rather than having a virtual character, but I can see that some people, I can see that it's important for some people.
Time to pick out your first driver gear.
I played the beta a lot, actually. I was so excited for this game that I played the beta literally every day, over and over again. So, yeah, we only have 3 choices. Yeah, I think I like the first one better. Let's go with that.
Between starting your campaign for the Forza Drivers Cup,
before we jump into Forza Drivers Cup, let me go into the main menu, because I found some settings that kind of work for me when I was playing the beta, and I kind of want to replicate that onto the full game. Options, HUD. There's one thing that I absolutely hate about this game right off the bat is the camera motion effects. I hate camera shaking in any racing game. It doesn't matter if it's an arcade racer or if it's a simulation racer. I want to have the option to turn that off. And I don't know. I don't think it adds a lot to the experience overall. I think it detracts from it, actually. So, from what I could see from playing the beta, I don't think there's an option to kind of get rid of the camera motions altogether, because even though there's an option that says off, when you're playing the game, I get the impression that the camera shakes a little bit. Might be just an impression, but that's how it feels like to play. Let's change for the chase near camera. Speedometer analog, that's fine. Units I'm gonna change to metric because I have no idea of what the actual speeds are in in the Imperial system. Okay, so controller, let me switch the, even though I'm not gonna use clutch right now, I'm gonna start racing manual, and then I'm gonna try to make the jump to handbrake, manual with clutch. But let's switch the handbrake and clutch. So we have the clutch. The clutch once was, I think, LB, but now we switched it over, and we have it on the A button. Yeah, I think that's about it now, right now. There are some controller settings that I'm gonna do a separate video on, that I wanted to show you. I know that there are a lot of people in the community that are not aware that you can customize the dead zones in your controller in Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon, and I found that in the beta it helps out a lot, actually. So I'm gonna be doing a separate video on that, and I'm gonna be covering the settings that I personally use on the game. So let's jump right into the Forza Drivers' Cup and see what it's all about.
The Forza Drivers' Cup, the world's largest, most diverse sanctioned motorsport series. For decades, it's drawn the racing world's best. To win, it will take speed, versatility, and adaptability. Spanning 5 continents and the world's most legendary circuits, only a few will climb to the top, where racing immortality awaits the winner. But first, step into the shoes of past winners and learn what it takes to win driving's top prize. Speed. The defining element of racing. Speed is more than the miracles of engineering and design. It is drivers who embrace the pursuit of going ever faster. Last season's Cup winner, Michael Mueller, is one of those drivers. Known for bringing record-breaking cars to the track, he turned heads at the Dubai Invitational when he drove a car no one knew existed.
So we just started the first race. I believe this is done in an introductory race, which is kind of the norm in the series. Every game in the series, at least I think starting with 4, has had that. So nothing new here. Let me just pause the game and see if I can change the assist, because the game is breaking for me, and I don't like that. Oh, okay, so we can control the assists right off the bat, which is something that I think we couldn't do in the other games. You need to run. You needed to do a full race with the assists as they come stock, and only after that you were able to kind of change that. Suggested line, let's leave it at braking only, no braking assists. Steering, let's leave it at normal because we're not using a wheel. Traction control off, stability control off, shifting manual, damage fuel and tire wear cosmetic, rewind off. This is a new assist in the franchise, friction assist. Yeah, from what I could see on the beta, the description is the same. So I was reading it. From what I could tell from the beta, what this friction assist does is whenever you go off the track, whether it's a sand section or grass or anything that is not the main road, the game is going to kind of balance the amount of friction that you have on that surface. For example, if you have that off and you go over the grass, you're gonna lose a lot of speed. And this friction assist kind of reduces this effect. I don't know if that's something that you're gonna be able to turn on the multiplayer. I wish that that's not the case, because people might take advantage of that. I don't know. I don't know the extent of this assist so far, because I haven't used it a whole lot. So let's leave it off. Yeah, we can change the difficulty, so we're gonna leave it for later. Okay, so we're ready to get started. One thing that I didn't like about Forza Motorsport 6 is how unbalanced the difficulty settings are. I'm used to playing on the unbeatable difficulty, but on Forza Motorsport 6, it was kind of difficult, because when you left it at Pro, which is one difficulty below, the game was really easy. It didn't feel like you were playing at Pro difficulty at all. But at the same time, if you bumped it up to unbeatable, you could pretty much tell that it was an easy win all the way up to the second place. But but the first one would be so far ahead that it would be impossible to catch up. So I hope that they have fixed that in Forza Motorsport 7, and that unbeatable difficulty is actually playable. One thing that I can tell right now, I don't know if it's just an impression but this car, for those who don't know, this car is one of the 3 featured in the demo. This is the cover car, actually. I think this is the Porsche 911 GT2 RS. But anyway, on the demo, this car felt a bit raw. It didn't feel. It was a little bit on the difficult side, and at least right now, the impression that I'm getting is that it's a little bit easier to control, actually. I don't know if they have tweaked the physics, or if it's just an impression, or just a result of how many times I have played the demo over and over again. But that's how it feels like. Another thing about the AI in this game is that, at least in the demo, the AI was really aggressive. It's the kind of AI that tries to push you off the track, which is something I don't really like. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that's
becoming a master of
good.
To win the cup, drivers must be versatile, because they will not.
But I can see how some people might enjoy that.
Much speed they apply. At Mugello, Maria Rossi earned the series points lead, and eventually the Forza Drivers' Cup itself, by having the skill to drive something as unconventional as a racing truck to victory.
Mugello circuit. I remember playing this track extensively in Forza Motorsport 3 with a friend. This is one of my favorite tracks in the franchise. I really like the flow of the track overall. Yeah, I believe this in the introductory races that we're doing right now. They are pretty much the demo, because on the demo you have the option to race with the Porsche. And oh crap, Yeah, I was trying to change the camera. Okay, anyway. In the demo, you have the option to play with the Porsche on the Dubai circuit, which is a new circuit. You had the option to play this Mercedes truck on Mugello, and then you had the option to play the Nissan GTR, the track version, on I think Nürburgring GP. And I think we're going to be doing the same, pretty much the same, in these introductory races, which is fine. I think this track was also present in Forza Motorsport 4. Yeah, I don't really remember, but I really love this track, and I'm glad that it is back. There are also two classic tracks in the franchise that are making a return, that are making a comeback into this game, which are the Suzuka circuit, which is also one of my favorite circuits, and Maple Valley, which is also one of my favorite circuits. So I'm really happy that Turn 10 decided to bring back some of, I like to believe that these are some of the fan favorite tracks, so it's good. And I hope they do add more tracks via DLC later on. It's kind of difficult for me to actually race and comment at the same time. This is actually the first time that I'm recording racing gameplay and trying to talk at the same time. Usually I just commentate over a pre-recorded video. So if I'm making a lot of mistakes, my apologies. Yeah, this game is really gorgeous. There is a dynamic time and weather, not on all the tracks, unfortunately. I really wish that they went nuts with the settings that you can apply on a race, because this adds to the variety of the game overall. And I understand that Turn 10 Studios, they kind of strive for some sort of realism when it comes to this kind of options. But fantasy sometimes is a lot more fun, at least in my opinion. Okay, so we just finished the second race of the introductory race. Yeah, I was right. And we're gonna...
Adaptability.
No, this doesn't look like Nürburgring GP, though. It's in the rain, exactly the same...
Legend Yukio Takagi.
The same setting as the race on the demo, the same car, but yeah, I don't know what track this is.
Because speed and versatility are nothing when no two laps are the same.
Oh, it's a Suzuka circuit. Oh man, this track's so awesome. I'm running the game on the base Xbox One, and as you can see, the game looks absolutely gorgeous. I wish you could see the frame rate as well, but unfortunately, due to the technical limitations that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we're capped at 30 frames per second. But the game looks really gorgeous. Oh yeah, the puddles in this game, they are not the same as in Forza Motorsport 6, because in Forza Motorsport 6, since the weather wasn't dynamic, you could pretty much memorize the location of the puddles on the track, so it was kind of easy to avoid them. But since this game has a dynamic weather system in place, I don't think memorizing the puddles is gonna be something that you're gonna be able to do. I believe that they're gonna show up at random across the track, and I can see how much chaos this is gonna cause on online lobbies, because I remember that that online racing in the rain was a lot of carnage. I think this is only gonna make it worse. Almost lost it. This Bentley we just over. Yeah, I think this Bentley is actually a new car in the game. I don't remember seeing it. Ah, the rain stopped. Look how gorgeous this sky looks. I forgot to shift up. Yeah, this game looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look at the blue in the back.
Now you've seen what it takes to win. Speed, versatility, and adaptability. Now, it's up to you. You're about to take part in the premier contest in all of racing. The Forza Drivers' Cup draws only the best. Yeah, it'll be a challenge. But when you lift that trophy, everyone will know you're the world's greatest driver.
Yeah, looks like we're done with the introductory races, and now we're gonna get into the proper career mode. So let's continue on the next one and see what the career mode is all about. I'm curious to see because I haven't seen a whole lot about the revamped career mode so far. Anyway, if you liked, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna be bringing a lot more Forza Motorsport 7 content over the next few months or years, I don't know. But anyway, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.